Hi there, welcome to Kneppyinvests. In one of my videos, I think it was the email payments video, a viewer, GenCostman9079, asked, can you make a video on Rectifier Technologies? Now, when I saw that particular comment, nothing really got me interested in doing a video right now on Rectifier Technologies because I do get on occasion requests to do a video on companies. But I did know that Rectifier Technologies had their AGM on November 29, and that comment was written on the afternoon of the 29th of November. So curiosity got the better of me, and I went to Rectifier Technologies ComSec page, and there was a set of events that is really intriguing in regards to this company in relation to their AGM. So I thought, why not? Let's do a video on Rectifier Technologies simply because what's happening with this company right now is intriguing. Now, for some shareholders and for full disclosure purposes, I am a shareholder of this company, and I believe and I would think that what's happening with this company will be really seriously concerning for many shareholders, and we'll touch upon that in a second. Now, I am really bullish on this company, and I am a shareholder of this company, and just because they're what space they're in, there's heaps of potential in this space. We're talking about modules, power shelves, chargers and systems for EV charging, defense, scientific instruments, oil and gas, utilities, and telecom. I've been following this company for over 10 years, and I have become a shareholder in the past few years. And in fact, Rectifier Technologies celebrating their 30 years as a company. So very exciting times for this company. However, what happened at the AGM cannot be described as exciting. So let's have a look at the announcement this company released in regards to their AGM. And the troubles really started at around 2:02 p.m. when the company went into a trading halt. They were paused from trading at 1:48 p.m. But we got a sense of what was happening with this company in this trading halt. Now, nothing too concerning, to be honest with you. Nothing too concerning because this particular trading halt was in regards to the appointment of additional Australian resident director. And I think it is a part of the Corporations Act or something like that, that all Australian companies must have an Australian resident in their directors. I believe that is a part of the Corporates Act. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure I've read that in the past. Now, when I saw this particular announcement, as I started going through all the announcements, this was not too concerning. Not too concerning, but then I saw the announcement just above that one. Resignation of directors 45 minutes later. So something was happening at the AGM. And not only was it one director, it was a couple. In fact, it was three. So these three directors, Gito, Tino, and Nicholas, have tendered their resignations as directors effective immediately. Now we get to the serious point, citing serious concerns regarding corporate governance, and the three ex-directors now have also highlighted serious concerns as a result of a potential hostile shareholder. This is where it becomes really interesting. Not a potential hostile takeover, but a potential hostile shareholders. Now, in this particular announcement, we don't get any clues to who this potential hostile shareholder is. But the company did give us some really good clues later in their announcement, well, in their later announcement. So we'll have a look at some of these clues the company did give us. Now, funnily enough, the company went to suspension at 2:47 p.m. And I believe this was because they were in violation of something. Will be submitted for quotation immediately under Listing Rule 17.3, pending completion of ASX inquiries into RFT's compliance with Section 201A of the Corporations Act. I have not looked at Section 201A. It could be for numerous reasons. Maybe it's to do with the very fact that there's no director that is an Australian resident. It could be something as simple as that. And then 3 hours later, maybe in support of those three directors resigning, we had two more directors resigning. And these two directors were Yan Bing Wang and Nigel Mashin. Now, these are probably the two most important resignations. And the reason for that is if we go to have a look at their website and we go to the About section and have a look at our people, we know in this part of the website we can have a look at the board of directors and management. So Ying-Ming Wang, who is the chairman and non-executive director, and we'll talk about him a bit later on, but Yanbing Wang, one of the directors who did resign, is the CEO, and Nigel Machen is the founder and the chief power engineer. If we go a little bit below, the only other person among the three resignations is Nicholas Yeo. The other two, Tito and Gito and Tino, are not in this list. Now, the reason why the one I can't pronounce, Gito, is not in that particular website is because on the 9th of October 2023, the company announced the appointment of Gito as non-executive director and deputy chairman of the company. So he might not have lasted very long in this company. So no real big clues about what's happening with this company just yet. However, at 5:33 p.m., alongside that particular announcement in regards to director resignation, interesting enough, that particular announcement, director resignations, was not marked price sensitive for some reason. Not sure why. Anyway, results of AGM did give us some clues. So let's have a look at this particular announcement. So there were about 7 resolutions put to the vote at the AGM. So resolution 1 and resolution 7 were carried, but resolution 2, 3, and 4 were withdrawn. And this is important later on. Well, maybe not that important. And resolutions 5 and 6 were not carried. Now, just below this, we get to see the votes. And this is where it becomes really interesting in regards to Rectifier Technologies. So 1 and 7 were voted for because the majority of votes were for those 2 resolutions. But if we look at resolutions 2, 3, and 4, which is a re-election and election of those 3 directors that did resign, we can see approximately 63% of the vote were against those resolutions. That's why they resigned, because they had majority voted against those 3 resolutions. So someone or a group of people did not want Valentino, Nicholas, and Gito to be re-elected or elected as directors, and resolution 5 and resolution 6, which is the approval of future issue of securities and prior issue of unlisted options, were also voted against. Now let's have a look at the votes. So 513 million votes were against those resolutions. Now this is important because we can have a look at the shareholders of this company. Remember, there was a hostile shareholder. So who could this hostile shareholder be? So we can have a look at, we'll start at the annual report. So towards the end of an annual report, we can see the major shareholders of a company. So to get over 500 million votes, at least a few of these particular shareholders needed to be voting together, because there is not one shareholder with over 500 million shares. But we do have Pudu Investment with 224.6 million, Yung Xing with 150 million, combine that 374, so we need someone else to be voting with those 2. Then we have Yanbing Wang, which is the CEO, 70 million votes, and Malcolm Alistair Duncan, Li Songwu Lu, Sheng Wei Zhu, Winghu Shi. So I think some of those would have voted more than likely with Pudu Investments and Yung Xing. Now, it's really interesting. Who is and what is Pudu Investment? Now, if we go to Ticker, in Ticker's Rectifier Technologies page, and if we click on ownership, at the top of the list in the ownership of this company, we have Ying-Ming Wang with 224.6 million, which is Pudu Investments. So does this chairman and non-executive director who owns majority shares or 16.3% shares in this company, is that particular chairman and non-executive director associated with Pudu Investments? Because Ticker says, yes, it's the same, and the one, Ying-Ming Wang, is Pudu Investments. I can't confirm that right now. But if we go to Market Index and look at the shareholder info, at the top of the list is that Pudu Investment. But if we go just above that, direct to interest, we can see that Ying-Ming Wang has an indirect holding of 224.6 million. So there is a relationship between Pudu Investments and Yingming Wang here, without doubt, according to market index. So maybe not without doubt, but according to market index, there is a relationship between Yingming Wang and Pudu Investments. So it does look like this particular gentleman, Yingming Wang, the chairman and non-executive director, is more than likely, actually, it says here, as managing director of the Pudu Group, Yingming Wen has built a range of technology and property businesses. So that definitely is a relationship, because we've got it right here, as managing director of Pudu Group. Anyway, so it seems like Pudu Group, through or with association with Yingming Wang, is the hostile shareholder in association with a few other of these particular shareholders. Who knows who it could be? More than likely, it's Mr. or Yang Xing and a few others on this list. So that's what's happening with Rectifier Technologies. There is a hostile shareholder. Who knows what they want to do? No ideas. So it's going to be really intriguing to see what's going to happen with Rectifier Technologies over the next few months. I can understand why some shareholders might be really concerned about these shenanigans, what's happening with this company. But at this point in time, you can't trade your shares in this company. There's no reason to get stressed out, simply because it's out of your hands right now. The future of this company and the future of your holding in this company is completely out of your hands. We don't know when the shares of this company are going to be back trading on the ASX. Possibly never again. That is a possible. I'm not going to say it's 100% likelihood. I wouldn't even say it's a 50% likelihood, because we just don't know what's happening with this company right now. So if you have any further ideas about what's happening with Rectifier Technologies, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for the video. Have a good day. Bye.